Head to Denver, and a district court judge there today upheld Congressman Doug Lamborn's petitions onto the ballot for the June primary.
Some voters in the 5th Congressional District challenged the petitions, claiming the circulators who collected the signatures actually live out of state. News 5's Andy Cohen live outside that county city court building where that hearing just wrapped up. Andy.
Now, Rob and Elizabeth, the plaintiffs in this case had challenged 7 specific signature collectors in this case, and the judge found that 6 of those 7 had significant ties, or at least in the case of one of those 6, that they had at least intended to live in Colorado at the time that they were collecting their signatures. Now, around 50 signatures were thrown out by that seventh circulator. The critical number to reach here is around 300. Had the plaintiffs reached that number, then, well, Congressman Lamborn would have been removed from the ballot. The attorney representing the Lamborn campaign said they had no way to know that the paid circulator, Kennedy Enterprises, had hired people from out of state.
The Lamborn campaign didn't do anything wrong. They weren't aware of anything wrong. The Lamborn campaign wasn't trying to hide anything. While there were some questions with respect to the ties back to Michigan from one of the circulators, the court found that there were plenty of ties as to all of the other circulators to Colorado.
But he ultimately found that his subjective intent to stay here trumped all the objective evidence that he was really from California. So we think, subject to consulting with clients and reviewing the judge's order more carefully, there's a strong basis to appeal to dealing with factual findings.
And the plaintiff's attorney there talking about the judge's ruling on that 6th circulator. That's a person who does not currently live in Colorado and had very recently shown up here to collect signatures. The judge thought that they intended to live here at the time that they were working for Kennedy. Now, that person alone gathered more than 250 signatures, so you can see why the plaintiffs in this case are thinking about an appeal. Now, the timeline to appeal, very short, only 3 days, so we will likely know that answer by the end of the week. Watching out for you, Andy Cohen, News 5.
Andy, thanks.